I decided that I want to try and talk a little bit more because I have really severe depression and anxiety, which I mentioned before, but not for a long time. And it's really hard for me to do this, to just, what do I say? But, and the funny thing is, I can talk about straight to any, like, to friends and people that I'm comfortable with and everything, but for some reason, put a camera on me, and I'm like, just staring at headlights. I don't know why. But in the last couple of days, I've had some stuff happen that I feel really good, and I just kind of wanted to just talk about that for a few minutes because it makes me feel really good. I mean, I've had a really good couple of days, and it's very complicated because it involves the spiritual stuff. I'm a very spiritual person, and I found I really struggle with what to tell you because I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this or at all, whatever. But I guess I'll just try to explain it to you. A while back, I found on TikTok, I discovered a guy named Dale Inca, and he is if you believe in the spiritual stuff, he is a channeler. He channels his higher self, which is a non-physical entity named Bashar, and he. And if you don't know who he is, I mean, he's all over you, all over, but he's on YouTube and he's awesome. But he shares what he calls a formula to achieve whatever you want. It's very, very complicated, and I always feel like I'm not an astronaut, but I'm trying to explain how a spaceship works. I'm just learning this myself. Anyway, so my point is, so as he says, that there is a formula to happy, and what the formula is. Excuse me. I feel like I'm stretching my throat here a lot, but basically, you do whatever makes you the happiest in any given moment. Find what makes you not just happy, but find what gives you joy, even if it's just, if you have, if you have a choice between A and B, and A gives you a little tiny bit more happiness than B, do A for as long as you can, with absolutely no insistence on how it's supposed to end up. Okay, that's the key. No insistence, and you keep going like that, and it's very, very complicated. It's way more complicated than I want to feel like I can get into, but that's the basic idea, and that you force yourself to smile at things that make you that go wrong. When shit happens, like if things fall over, or if you have a bad day, or someone tells you to fuck off, or whatever, and all you can do, because the key is that you can't control anything but yourself, right? You can't control anything but anyone but yourself, and it's like when you're driving. When you're driving, only you can control yourself. Only you can control your car. You can't control what anybody else does. You expect them to do things, but people don't always do what you expect them to do. And when you expect them to do something and they don't do it, it leads to anger, frustration, upset, disappointment, all those things. That's why I am so famous for. I am so famous for that. I don't want to have expectations, but I assume, or my head says, okay, if I do this, so and so is gonna act like this is what's gonna happen, or my head plays out the scenario in what I assume or what I want to happen, and then if that doesn't happen, it's like, well, okay, that's like, I get, okay, well, that didn't work out, whatever, I get all disappointed and all, whatever, which is not healthy. It's negative. That's the whole different. That's kind of the basis of the whole point. Energy is that negative thoughts create negative responses in your physical life. Positive thoughts create positive responses in your physical life. And it's very difficult because I don't know if anybody's interested in manifestation, but basically that's what it's about. I've been trying to learn how to manifest things, just try it. Trying to manifest good things in my life because I'm an awesome person. I know who I am. I love who I am. I'm grateful to be who I am. But my depression and my anxiety are paralyzing and they're a killer. And they just, you know, and my negative thoughts and my negative words, and this sucks and I hate this and that. Just everything is just basically, cutting my body with a knife, little cuts here and there, and that's what you do. That's what negative talk does. It's like, imagine, you know, taking a looking at yourself in a mirror, and every time that you say something bad, whether it be about yourself or not, any negative makes a crack in the mirror. And so I'm 45 years old, so for 45 years, I've got 45 years. Well, I suppose I wasn't born saying bad things, but I'm just saying that I've got 45 years of cracks in my window, cracks in my mirror. So now I'm trying to heal those. And the awesome thing for me, and the one thing I'm very grateful for, is that I love who I am. I know I'm an awesome person. I do whatever I can for anybody. I have friends I help all the time. I don't have a lot of money, but I help people whenever I can. I love to help people. Like I would love to be able to help the homeless. I would love to be able to, you know, find a way to give me do one of those YouTube channels. Well, a YouTube channel for helping the homeless, or do one of those things where I can go and film myself giving. I want to be able to do that. I mean, not for myself, but just to be able to, because I know that when I watch those, it excites me and gives me joy to see a homeless person who just looks just the depths of despair on their face. And then when somebody goes up to them and says, "Hey, can I buy you some food? Can I help you? What can I give you?" They go anywhere for people, giving just a cup of coffee, to a meal, to offering to buy them clothes, to offering to give them money, to anything. And the look of joy in their lives is so fucking priceless, because that's how I feel. I've never been homeless, thank God. But I've gone through pain, and I've gone through a lot of pain, and I've gone through a lot of I know I deserve good things, but my depression and my mental health just rings around me, and that's what I'm trying to battle. So I'm saying I wish that I could do something for the homeless, and I wish that I could, go up and give random strangers money for their gas. Here's an extra $100. Here's for your gas, because gas is crazy expensive. I don't even have a car. I know that. I live in a small town. I don't have a car. I love where I live, but it's really difficult to not have a car, not be able to go places and whatever. I get by, but I have a good friend in my town who goes to the grocery store for me, and it works out, and I help her out, and it's awesome for what it is. But more than the fact that I don't have a car. I love driving. I love to go for a road trip, and just it'd be awesome, but I just can't afford it. So I'm trying to manifest what I want. I'm trying to, because the idea is, well, you know what? I'll leave it here. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'll do a part 2.